Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaurin. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. Able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
88. No. Too much. 58. Get 300. Get 300. Take 30.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down.
Rodgers now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26. 26.
Now Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, this. Where y'all going? Teammate. Okay, over here. Over 50. Back north. Screen agent.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
319. Hey, 88. Teammate. Get 300. Get 300. Screen agent.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, and that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. a loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. In motion, the tight end. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 30 yards. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Steelers first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Steelers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
He had a man open, but he missed. And it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers to throw once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11.
Lawrence will throw. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Red. Hey, Ginger, time. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, go!
Here's Lawrence.
Now he's going to step up and run. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The first carry now. This is Johnson.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
From the 20, here's 2nd down at a yard.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin
from 19 yards away.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Think right open. Rip, 23. Hey, son. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This ball caught by Strange. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Jaguars 24, Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. shotgun now for Rodgers.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
26.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Decent 24.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
On the give, it's Warren.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from the Steel City. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to 54. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. It is 2nd and 6. On the play fake, Dak. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's go 46. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
46. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Dak facing 3rd and long. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This going to be returned from right around the goal line.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Kelly, strong left, Kelly. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
That's out wide to Warren. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the lines. Fourth down coming up.
Check 30. Scat 300. Scat 300. Back north.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. Give them 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
That's good for a Steelers.
First and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with one. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Hey, take 26. Hey, 88 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 37. And the Steelers.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out. Yeah, Liz. Take 30. Get 300. Get 300. Back north. Screen idea.
From the gun, Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Hey, 88. Hey, take 26. Jump out. Go to 50.
Third and long for Rodgers. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers.
56-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Cavante Turpin on the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender bodying his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go. Right to
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Benedict! 258! Jump out!
They'll run the toss with Warren. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's taken one at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
319! Hey, flex!
They run with Warren. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Check 30! 258! Inside! Plant!
Rodgers. And he's in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Steelers. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Right there. Here we go, 47.
First down, Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
Kill! 47! 47!
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, and the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on downs.
Green 18!
A run up the middle with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
158! 630! Back north. Green 19.
Rodgers now. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Yards to go.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. No. 319. Come out.
Rodgers to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Dak can throw it here on first down. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
And the Cowboy first down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. A first down throw for Prescott. Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And this is not what they were hoping for at all. He's out of bounds on the return, and he shined zone 10. A first down throw from Rodgers. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
18. Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Green 18. Get back.
Here's a handoff to Waller. And he'll work this out to the 23. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Back north.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rodgers. Now he'll air one out. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Play fake. Prescott. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll motion the slot man right. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go, 46. 26.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
That is Ferguson in motion. 2nd down, Prescott. looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
They put Pickens in motion. 3rd and short. Prescott exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
First and 10.
That is Ferguson in motion. The first down, it is Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go.
The shotgun snap for Prescott. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. Big play coming up. This is third down.
There we go. Forward in. What do you think?
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Johnson now to return. Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12.
Their own 12-yard line.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
2nd and 10.
Back to the place at the end. Hey, check 26. Yeah.
From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On second down, it's Dak. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is Ferguson in motion. Prescott from the gun on third down. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line.
Their own 15-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Green 18, take 30.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That is brought in. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go. And the Steelers make the lead full. It is 17-13.
Cowboys 13.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Now on 2nd and long.
Yeah, really good. Hey, kill. Go, get out there.
They'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. Here go 47. Here go 46.
That is Ferguson in motion.
26.
Dak facing third and long. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all three timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Rodgers here on second down. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
319. Hey, check 26. Yeah, live. Put a 50. Team right.
Fourth down. Rodgers. That's caught outside. It's complete. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
The Steelers first down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in